Browns. All right, they're going to bring a drive concept, what I'm calling a drive concept. Okay, and just like everybody else out there, what do they want to do to Baker? They want to blitz him. Okay, if I remember correctly, UT actually they did a good job pressuring Baker this game, making him feel uncomfortable. This is actually, of all the answers, okay, we talked a lot about what empty can do to a defense, okay? And there's only so many things a defense can do to empty. One option, okay, a common option to cover to an empty formation with nobody in the backfield is max coverage, okay, where they drop everybody, some form of maybe four under, 4 over 4 under, or maybe 3 back and 5 under coverage to account for all these receiver bodies out here. Okay. Another option, and honestly a really good one, is to bring pressure. Okay. Bringing pressure versus empty can be a really good call if you can account for quick throws. What do I mean by that? Okay, you already have receivers out here. If you have somebody, okay, if you blitz, okay, look what happens. Okay, there's a wide open receiver over here that somebody could hit right now. If you're able to disguise it, though, and make it look like, all right, I got 3 receivers over here, I got 2 over here. You have 3 over 2 standing over these guys. Right now, if I'm a quarterback, I like the top half only because there's 3 receivers for these 3 DBs up here. Okay, that's better numbers. I want to throw this side. Okay, so I look over here and I'm seeing DB, DB, DB covering 2 receivers. Okay, I like the top half more. Texas does a good job disguising this and enticing Baker to stick to this side. They bring the heat from the side he doesn't want to throw, leaving a wide open man, but he doesn't see it because he's got pressure in his face. Honestly, a really good call. But once again, this is the Heisman winner, Baker Mayfield, who he might not be like a guy like Tom Brady or Peyton Manning can sit in this pocket and recognize defenses all day and throw the wide open guy immediately. But this is Baker. Baker doesn't see the wide open guy. But what he will do is run around, avoid tackles, and make the throw to another guy after. Those are the plays that made him the Heisman winner. All right, once again, we're running the ball. Honestly, when I saw this the first time, I remember I thought to myself, like, this is really risky. Like, this is probably not something I would have called myself, only because I mean, I guess time doesn't matter as much, but I'm only up by 10. It's a close game. I guess I am trying to run the ball out, but it's a third and long situation. If you feel confident, like, but now looking back at them, like seeing the box that they had, Texas must have been so worried or has been burned by the pass in this offense for so much that they started playing back against Oklahoma. So now Oklahoma can come out here with honestly, I like the shift that they bring where they change from a spread out offense and shift both receivers in to play tight end, changing the surface on both sides. Okay, now it becomes a run-heavy offense with minimal like movement, and all of a sudden the defense has to change the way they play. They don't, and now we're able to run the ball effectively. Now, I do know this is also one of their favorite run plays, is running this play GT, okay, where you have center, he's going to block back or up on the nose. You have guard washing down. You got tackle washing down, possibly to the backside. Tight end is also going to wash, probably the defensive end right there. This guard is going to pull for the first thing he sees and block that, while the tackle is wrapping for the second, okay? It's called GT because it's the G and the T pulling. And then tight end is going to cut off whatever he can on the backside. It's a really good play that forces defenses to account for gaps, okay? Defenses that aren't good at accounting for pullers or gaps really struggle with fitting GT up. Because typically, a linebacker is just responsible for the gaps in front of them and maybe one other gap, depending on where they go zone-wise. But when you pull extra linemen around, you just created two more gaps that the defense has to account for. Now, there are different ways to account for those gaps, but it can be hard to figure that out, depending on how the rest of your offense works. I'll give Lincoln Riley this. Like, he was very, like, some people would say he's got balls to run the ball in a heavy personnel on 3rd and long. It was a 3rd and 10 right there. Okay, I don't think they had the down and distance marked up there yet, but we had 3rd and 10. All right. Similar situation, 3rd and stuck near our own end zone. This is always one of those situations where you're kind of limited in your play calling. You try to run the ball out to give yourself some breathing room. Do you try to throw the ball again and be stuck on the 2 if you don't complete it? You know, you're kind of thinking of like, how do I manage my risk in this situation? Okay. First thing, I like the use of a hard count in this scenario. Okay. They use their clap. Okay. They told their offense, all right, clap, look to the sideline, and I'll give you what play I want to run. Okay. 1 could possibly be a good way to get the defense to jump off sides and gain 5 yards and help yourself get out of the situation. 2, if they don't jump, it allows a good OC to see what the defense is trying to do versus your offense. I don't know about y'all. I like being able to see beforehand and notice what the defense is doing and be like, oh, I have the perfect play for that. So he notices that they're about to bring heat. They don't check out of it. They're bringing 2 off the edge here, okay? Why not run a play that you like to run away from pressure, okay? Like duo or inside zone. Oh, so good. It was about to be a really, really good play. Okay, watch how this sorts out. They are so close to breaking this out. Okay, honestly, if the O-line just does a good job, okay, he's about to pass this guy off to the tackle, Okay. If they lock up these two, he's going to lock him up. Okay. And if this guard and tackle just sort out this pressure situation, like right here, oh, if that guard just locks on, like we have a good play. But like I was saying earlier, that's the kind of call you make. Maybe not to win the play, even though you probably feel confident about it. You also want to be able to say, like, all right, I trust that this play is not going to absolutely screw us if we don't achieve what we want here. Okay, they got 3 yards out of it, something like that. Okay, give you a little extra breathing room so you can punt the ball out of there.